Zoe Mercer assists her mirror image twin, Anna, in crafting her online dating presence. Observing Anna's profile as feeble in luring potential matches, she offers candid feedback. She insists Anna fib about her years, declaring deceit as the cornerstone of all unions. With Zoe's advice, Anna secures a date. Yet, the gentleman reveals that Gus is not his true identity but Nick. He explains Gus is his second name and he prefers to stay hidden on the platform from those he knows. Intrigued, Anna questions if he's wed, to which Nick forcefully refutes. Anna, stirred by his fervor, hopes for his perpetual candor, and he consents. Post-meal, Nick escorts Anna to a venue to relish the evening. While awaiting Nick, Anna discerns Zoe's distant scrutiny. Confounded by her twin's presence, she suspects espionage. Surveying the throng, Anna locates Nick on the dance floor. He beckons her to join him, and she eagerly complies. Thus, their amorous bond commences. The subsequent morning, Zoe makes her way to Anna's office, a local support hub, to question her about overlooking her messages. Anna claims a hectic start to her day as her defense, yet this does not alleviate Zoe's concern. She fears a dire event may have befallen her twin. Amidst this, she probes whether Anna's companion is called Gus, which Anna refutes. Anna clarifies Nick's choice for an alias on the dating portal, raising Zoe's suspicion. Zoe considers the possibility of Nick being wed or concealing truths, but Anna rejects such notions. Anna concedes her fondness for him, citing a charming gesture post their initial outing. Abruptly, Anna recalls Zoe's presence at the nightclub, leading to a questioning. Nonetheless, Zoe deftly sidesteps and suggests they dine together instead. As days pass, Anna's encounters with Nick grow frequent, nurturing their connection. Conversely, Zoe engages in a dialogue with their mother, Alexa, at their family abode regarding Anna's recent romantic venture. Zoe expresses her misgivings about the gentleman, suspecting concealed malevolence. Alexa remains hopeful for Nick's distinction from others, a sentiment not shared by Zoe. That evening, Anna introduces Nick to her home and he's taken aback by its grandeur. He queries how she manages such a dwelling on a shelter's salary. Anna shares that she inherited a trust fund from her parents. With her fortunate upbringing, she feels compelled to give back to society. Following their exchange, they share a passionate night and declare their love. Come morning, Nick spots a picture frame of Anna and Zoe, realizing Anna has a twin. Upon her entry, Nick questions about Zoe, and Anna acquaints him with her. He inquires if Zoe resides with them, which Anna affirms. She also shares Zoe's turbulent history with addiction, explaining her commitment to support Zoe. On that day, Anna joins Nick for a visit to his mother in the hospital. Nick is visibly moved as his mother, Pamela, is battling cancer. Despite her condition, Pamela remains upbeat and hopeful. When she spots Anna, she's curious about her role in Nick's life. Anna introduces herself with pride, stating she's Nick's companion. After getting acquainted, Anna notices Pamela's discomfort due to cold feet and offers to warm them. Shortly thereafter, outside the hospital, Nick, touched by Anna's kindness, impulsively asks her to marry him. Anna, without a second thought, agrees, and they seal their engagement with a kiss. Just then, Rebecca, Nick's sibling, arrives, catching them off guard. Nick presents Anna to Rebecca, but she shows little excitement towards his betrothed. Come nightfall, Zoe expresses disapproval of Anna's hasty betrothal to Nick, given their brief acquaintance. She also points out that Anna hasn't formally introduced her to Nick, and notes the absence of an engagement ring on Anna's finger. Anna finds the spontaneity of Nick's proposal enchanting. She defends his genuine motives, but Zoe remains skeptical, highlighting Anna's innocence. In a heated moment, Anna labels Zoe as broken, triggering her profound mistrust. The next morning, Anna sports the diamond ring Nick arranged. Together, they set out to visit Anna's parents. David questions Nick on the duration of his acquaintance with Anna. Nick admits it's been a mere 2 months, catching David off guard. Yet, Nick convinces him of his deep commitment to Anna. David is tickled by Nick's earnestness, but inquires whether Anna has shared her history with him. Nick concedes his knowledge is limited to the essentials. Their talk is cut short as Anna arrives, beckoning them to the dining table. During the encounter with Nick's kin, Anna is greeted warmly by Pamela, but Rebecca's reception is cold. This tension surfaces when Anna asks Rebecca to be a bridesmaid, and she agrees with hesitation. Overwhelmed with happiness, Anna embraces her, but Rebecca extricates herself from the embrace promptly. Nick's loyalty is put to the test when Zoe calls him for a covert dinner, insisting it remain unknown to Anna due to pressing issues they need to address. At a hotel lounge, Zoe's charm overwhelms Nick, leaving him at a loss for words. Consequently, Zoe dominates the dialogue, questioning his silence. Nick admits, less eagerly, that he's still adjusting to the twins' identical looks. Zoe then questions Nick about his active dating profile despite his commitment to Anna. Nick claims it's an oversight, but reassures her of his fidelity. Zoe critiques his online persona, causing his discomfort. Suddenly, Zoe rises and demands Nick escort her to a meal at the eatery. Nick begins by inquiring about Zoe's profession. She shares that she's an actress and model, which intrigues him. In a playful manner, she mentions a recent job where she posed in alluring lingerie. This catches Nick by surprise, but he maintains his composure. Zoe, testing him, feigns an accidental brush of his hand. Nick is puzzled by her gesture, while Zoe maintains a confident demeanor. As they continue talking, Zoe urges Nick to reveal the secret he's kept from Anna. Nick maintains that he's inactive on dating sites and offers to demonstrate this. Yet, Zoe is unconvinced and queries whether he's told Anna about their clandestine meeting. Nick confesses he hasn't, following Zoe's initial request. Zoe finds his justification amusing and playfully suggests he need not heed her advice if it causes him discomfort. Zoe shares her motives with Nick, stressing her role as her sister's guardian, convinced that Anna merits joy. She vows to shield Anna from harm, citing her sister's past marital woes, a revelation that astonishes Nick, as Anna had withheld such a crucial detail. Nick probes into Zoe's rationale for the invitation, to which she confesses her fascination with him. The evening progresses with Zoe's alluring advances, and an insinuation of a rendezvous is in her hotel suite. Overcome by Zoe's allure, Nick succumbs and later finds himself in her room. Greeted by Zoe and a glass of spirits, which he imbibes for fortitude, they surrender to a fervent encounter. The next dawn, Nick gets a call from a concerned Anna. He fibs about last night's excesses with pals and doesn't respond to her message. To win Anna's heart, Nick claims he cherishes her presence more than his friends. Anna suggests he help with their wedding's catering plans, but Nick declines, feigning illness. Anna offers care, yet he refuses. Secretly, Nick's intentions lie elsewhere. He spends another night with Zoe. Subsequently, Nick presents Anna with red roses at her job. Her coworker Vera jests that the flowers spell trouble, amusing Anna but unsettling Nick, as it mirrors reality. Vera mentions Zoe's call, causing Anna concern. Zoe inquired if Anna was upset for not receiving her help. Anna is touched by Zoe's thoughtfulness. Unaware of Vera's news, Zoe's recent absence involves an affair with a handsome man, stirring guilt in Nick. Later, Nick ponders their silence regarding past relationships. Anna suggests looking ahead, yet recounts her brief marriage's end due to her ex's infidelity with Zoe. Nick is taken aback and queries about forgiveness, which Anna affirms, attributing Zoe's actions to her past struggles with addiction. During a visit to the bridal shop, Zoe critiques Anna's conservative dress choice, urging a bolder option. Anna declines, preferring not to draw undue attention. Zoe insists it's Anna's moment to shine, but the suggestion offends the bride-to-be. Meanwhile, as Anna immerses herself in wedding plans, Nick is ensnared by Zoe's allure, leading his coworker Cal to notice a dip in his work performance. In the bridal shop, Isabel reprimands Anna for supposedly damaging the wedding gown. Anna refutes the accusation but agrees to cover the repair costs. Needing a new dress, she decides to try the backless gown Zoe suggested. Although Anna attempts to appreciate the dress during the fitting, her unease is apparent. Later, feeling downcast, she seeks solace at her parents' home where David offers comfort. Anna expresses a desire to step out of Zoe's shadow, a sentiment that pleases her father. That evening, in the twins' apartment, Anna confronts Zoe, accusing her of ruining her wedding dress. Zoe insists she was only trying to assist, but Anna perceives it as veiled malice. Unwilling to prolong the argument, Zoe abruptly departs. In a moment of pique, Anna declares her indifference to Zoe's attendance at the wedding. Outside, Zoe and Nick share a clandestine encounter in his car. Post-encounter, Nick recalls his earlier discussion with Anna about her failed marriage. He challenges Zoe for instigating the split, but she deflects, blaming Anna's ex-husband for his deceit, suggesting he didn't pass Zoe's test of fidelity. Nick ponders whether their liaison is also a trial he's flunked, and Zoe affirms. Amidst Nick's muteness, Zoe tempts him to elope with her. Nick's befuddled about Zoe's implication to select between her and Anna. Zoe insists on a choice, rendering him speechless. Due to his reticence, Zoe presents a dilemma: she'll depart or reveal their secret to Anna once more. Nick's silence persists, prompting Zoe to query if he desires the termination of their affair. Nick consents, dismaying her. Subsequently, Rebecca engages with Alexa, uncovering the twins' past. Alexa depicts Zoe as the defiant sibling, in contrast to Anna's virtuous nature. She underscores Anna's history of attracting deceitful partners. Abruptly, David joins the exchange and Alexa introduces him to Rebecca. David inquires if Rebecca requires assistance, but Alexa reassures him. She explains they're equipping Rebecca with familial insights. Learning this, David extends an invitation for further discussion with Rebecca, which she accepts. Alexa, overwhelmed with sentiment, implores Rebecca to look after her. Rebecca maintains that the scandal involving Zoe and Nick isn't attributable to her daughter. In the aftermath of a heart-wrenching dialogue with David, Rebecca departs, her emotions in turmoil. She promptly seeks out the twins' abode to converse with Anna. Shortly thereafter, Nick is jolted by a call from Anna, who severs their engagement, having uncovered his betrayal. Desperate to mend their bond, Nick rushes to the twins' dwelling. Upon entry, he's met with a harrowing sight: Anna's motionless form sprawled on the floor. As he reaches out for aid, a sudden blow renders him unconscious. Evening descends, and Nick stirs to the grim reality of Anna enshrouded within the carpet. Grief-stricken, he's abruptly confronted by Zoe, wielding a bat, her intent clear silence. Nick, anguished, challenges Zoe's heinous act. She coldly justifies it as the fulfillment of his earlier wish to conclude their affair. Nick's resolve hardens: justice must be served. He vows to alert the authorities. Yet Zoe reveals her sinister plot. She has incriminated him in Anna's demise, his DNA deliberately scattered at the scene. To further intimidate, she indicates Anna's blood staining his jacket. Trapped by circumstance, Nick succumbs to Zoe's macabre directive. He proceeds to a building equipped with an incinerator, where he's compelled to erase the last traces of his once beloved Anna. The morning after, Nick wakes up to the aroma of breakfast being made. Zoe calls him to eat, and he obliges. Yet he's perplexed to see Zoe behaving like Anna, even donning the engagement ring. Racked with guilt, Nick decides to go to the Mercers to unveil the truth about Anna. Upon his arrival, David notices him and approaches. Nick, overwhelmed with emotion, confesses he's not all right, and David invites him in for a talk. In the privacy of David's office, Nick reveals the grim news: Anna is no more. Confused and distraught, he admits to David that one of his daughters has perished. He blames himself for the tragic turn of events, revealing his affair with Zoe. David, rather than reprimanding him, shares a startling truth: Zoe passed away 3 years prior. She had taken her own life following a painful breakup. It was Anna who discovered Zoe's lifeless form. The authorities deemed Zoe's death as a violent act of revenge, which baffled David given Anna's deep love for her sister. Nick, in denial, is shown a photograph of Zoe by David. David explains that whenever Anna assumes Zoe's identity, he uses the photo to bring her back to reality. Nick's anger flares upon realizing the truth, exacerbated by David's failure to warn him. David clings to the hope that love will cure Anna's madness. Nick is incensed, blaming Anna's delusions for a tragic death. It's revealed that Anna faked her demise, mirroring Zoe's, and colluded with a shelter acquaintance to assault Nick. Mid-discussion, David brings up Rebecca, disclosing her awareness of the twins' saga. Nick's phone buzzes with news of Rebecca's vanishing from Pamela, leading to his grim epiphany: he incinerated Rebecca. Before Nick can process this, Anna materializes. His rage boiling over, he pursues her, but David intervenes. Nick accuses Anna of murder. However, she convinces David of Nick's deceit. Enraged, Nick chases Anna, causing her to stumble, yet she eludes him. He follows her upstairs to find Alexa consoling Anna. Confronting Anna, they clash verbally. David steps in, pleading for truth, but Anna retorts with accusations of his past betrayal. David, convinced of Anna's redemption, embraces her, declaring his love, only to be met with a lethal betrayal. In the gripping conclusion of this tale, the layers of deception and betrayal reach their peak. Nick, once a man caught in a web of seduction and secrets, finds himself subdued and accused, his fate sealed by the very hands that once offered comfort. Alexa, the matriarch, stands as a figure of forgiveness, her embrace a sanctuary, even in the face of her daughter's confessions. The complexity of family ties and the shadows of past actions cast a long, dark silhouette over the future, leaving the characters entwined in a dance of sorrow and penance. The story leaves us pondering the weight of forgiveness and the chains of guilt that bind the human soul. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to catch more videos like this. Thank you for watching.